Hi, this is Matthew. I'm going to talk about a book I just read for a book club locally called Pony Confidential by Christina Lynch. Of course, Lynch is Lynch. Came out last year in 2024. It revolves around a woman named Penny who is just living her normal life with her and her husband and her kid. Lost her husband and Tella. I think her kid's name is Tella, I think. And all of a sudden she is arrested for a crime that happened when she was 12. It was 25 years ago. So she's 37 now in the book time. So she's taken back to New York where it took place. She's in California. She's all the way back to Ithaca. And, put to prison to await arraignment, which happens in trial. And it goes between her and, her public defender and all this. And years ago, she had a pony and had ridden horses at a riding stable and stuff. And we also get the viewpoint of this pony. So the book will switch between her and the pony. She's got a chapter, he has a chapter, blah, 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 all the way through the book. And it relates everything that happened between, her and the trial and everything. And did she do it? Did she not do it? Oh my gosh, I've left my kid. I had sent her to this school for girls because she just was becoming a problem. And she's becoming a teenager. I just, should I have sent her there? Should I have done something differently? Blah, 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 all that going on. And then you start from, the pony's journey, all of the years in between, all of the people, because they still, after this murder happened, her parents sell this pony from her and make her go to live in, like, Chicago or something? Like a big city. She's a country kind of kid. Rode horses and stuff. Really messed with her head a bit. But it's all of the years in between of all the people he is sold to. Pony almost gets slaughtered, but he escapes. And of course, all the animals can talk to each other. So you get a lot of animal interaction. Talks to a goat and various dogs and lots of horses and rats, birds and sparrows of all kinds. He even gets in a hurricane and they're on an island and they're flooded out at one point, and all the little animals are on the big animals and trying to survive and all this, and just different things that go on, and then stuff with her trial. And Tella does find out, the husband's supportive of her. All kinds of stuff goes on. I don't want to spoil it too much because you should probably read it. It's a really good book. I enjoyed it. You really should read it. Very, very enjoyable. Just finished it yesterday. The book club will be Thursday, July 3rd, as I'm recording this in 2025. Commercial audiobook. I read it. Two different narrators, one for Penny, one for the pony. I really enjoyed the pony guy. He had good animal voices. I approve. I forget his name now. Just a fun book. Some sad points, but it does turn out okay at the end. Now, I wasn't quite sure. I'm like, uh-oh. But it does. I'm not going to spoil it too much. I'm not going to say how the trial goes either, just because, spoilers and stuff. So, I definitely give it a read. It is available on Bard. Just search Pony Confidential or Christina Lynch, or even Lynch, Christina. But I just looked for the title and found it, so it's the very first one. I don't know if there was anything after it that it found, but it was the very first thing that that it found for me. So, I'm sure it's on Audible, it's Apple Books, Google, anywhere that has commercial, Libby. it's definitely on there. Check your library system for that, or if you have other cards. I don't know what kind of wait list it would have. I have not looked. I'll have to look, just for giggles later, and see what kind of wait list it has on it. Obviously, here maybe they've gotten some other copies for people. Well, there's just a few of us in the book club, but yeah, anywhere you can get commercial audiobooks, it should be available. I don't know if other country blind libraries, I'm sure they have it too. It most likely is the same book I read, just a different publisher. Check whatever country is for the blind libraries. Check all the audiobooks, places in your country to see if they've got it. Should be able to get it somewhere. 2024 book, brand new book, basically. Yeah, real enjoyable read. Pony Confidential by Christina Lynch. Lynch is her name again. Christina, of course, the regular way you would spell Christina. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. So, because I would just do a quick review on that, but don't want to give too much away because, you should read it. So I don't want to give away too much of the plot. In fairness, and not spoiling books and stuff. That will do it for now. I will see you guys in another video.